Hey guys, Alberto. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the two forces that are present in every single sales presentation. Now, in our company, we specialize helping insurance companies. But if you're selling anything out there, listen to this. This is really going to help you turn up your volume. If you're getting people that say, I got to think about it, this is going to get rid of that objection. Okay. So the reason I decided to film this is I was looking at our call logs. And we track everything. That's one thing you should do. We track all our phone calls. We record all our presentations, all our phone calls. We track it. We trace it. We're counting, making sure we know our numbers. And in that, I started seeing a pattern. And the pattern was our consultants saying that, this person wanted to join us, but they were too scared. Or this person let themselves get in their own way. Fear got in the way. They wanted to pull the trigger. Fear kept them from pulling the trigger. And so what we want to do is we want to break that pattern, right? And so I want to talk about the two things that are present in every presentation. And do my little graph here. And the first thing I want to talk about is fear. You have to understand as a sales guy that when you meet with somebody, they're scared. They've all been sold something they don't want. And we love to buy, but we hate to be sold. So we got to remember that. We all like to buy stuff, but we hate to be sold. So when you go over there, they have their walls up, right? They get prepared for you to say, honey, I don't care how good this is. We're going to tell them we always sleep on it. We got to discuss it. We're going to think about it. So we got to make sure that we know that that's what's happening before the scenes. Now, they've been preparing for 24 hours to meet with you. If you're a sales professional, you've been preparing for years and years and years. So really, they should have absolutely no chance, and you should be able to show the value and then convert the sale. Now, here's the problem. Most sales amateurs, and you know what, guys? 97% of people that are selling are amateurs. So most likely, it's probably you. 97% of people, they try to work on the fear. And there's a problem with that. Actually, two problems. Number one, we get what we focus on. Whatever you give energy to grows. So if you're talking about the fear, focusing on the fear, you're bringing that fear to the front of their mind. It's not going to work. Now, the second thing is that as you evolve in your business and you start selling some bigger cases, here's what's going to happen. So let's say this is a $6,000 a year case, right? Now, as you get to know your potential prospect, your potential client, you find out this person has some assets, they have some resources, and they're better served with let's say, a 20,000 a year plan. Well, the problem is, as soon as you present it, boop, here's what's going to happen. His fear is going to go up once again. You see, the higher the risk, the higher the fear. So this is a losing proposition. As you evolve more and sell bigger cases, it's just impossible to win that game. So what do? Here's what we got to do. The other force is certainty. Certainty, okay? Professionals work on the certainty. Now, in the old days, if you worked for one of those big insurance companies, like the ones that have the halftime shows, the State Farms of the world and the MetLifes, which are all part of our program, by the way, they used to rely on their name. But that's how business was done in the old days. Today, you can't do that. And when I say old days, that's 11 years ago. If you remember 10 years ago, 2008, 2009, over 400 banks went out of business. A lot of them, we know who they were, big names, been around for over 100 years. Over 200 insurance companies went out of business also. This is great news because now more than ever, we're in control of our destiny. So what we got to do is this. As we talk to our prospect, we got to bring up their certainty level. And not until it's at the same level of the fear do we even have a chance to close the sale. What we got to do, of course, is bring it above the fear level. Once we do that, it's a sale. And you'll start closing business in one meeting instead of taking 3 or 4 and all that kind of stuff. So the question is, how do we get certainty up? I'm going to show you my 2 favorite ways to do that. First way is social proof. Now, this is my least favorite out of the two, but social proof, again, if you're a dinosaur, if you're doing business the old way, what this means is you're bugging clients. You're saying, hey, Mr. Client, please, can you talk to my other prospect? Okay, we got Mother Nature not cooperating. You say, can you talk to my other prospect? Please, I'm a weak closer. I can't close it. Will you please volunteer your valuable time and help me out? Now, your clients are nice, and they're going to say, sure, I'll talk to them. But here's the thing, guys, you got to realize they've done study after study after study, survey after survey, and they ask them, is this something you really want to do? And people, every single time, they say, no, it's not. I mean, put yourself in their shoes, right? They're a professional, they're busy. Maybe they're a business owner like you are. If you're a business owner, you know you have a list of to-do things for the day. You're not even going to get to the bottom of the list for the day. You're not even going to finish. And here comes this dude, your advisor, that's supposed to help you out, and he's adding more stuff to the list. Buddy, he's not going to like you. Another thing that they did is they asked him in the last survey I read, do you admire and respect your advisor more or less when he asks you to talk to one of his clients? Guess what they said? You know what they said. Every single time they said, we respect them less, we admire them less. And you're probably wondering, why can't I get my clients to stick around? Because they don't respect you. And you did that. Instead of adding stuff to their list to do, if you're a good advisor, you should be taking stuff off that list and making their day easier for them. Okay? Now here's the good news. I'm going to show you how to fix that. The first way is written reviews. Now, this is my least favorite. And the reason it's my least favorite is because, guys, depending on what you read, 60 to 84% of all written reviews online are fake. There's companies that make a lot of money by writing fake reviews. But you know what? Most people don't know that. So if you have some, use them. Make sure that they're real. Make sure they're real, honest reviews. And you have people that actually look at them. It's funny, I have family members, they Yelp, same thing, a lot of fake reviews. They'll go to a restaurant like, man, I don't understand that they had great reviews. Why was the restaurant so crappy? Well, that's why. So that one, if you have to do it, do it. Now we get into a little bit better ones. Ooh, getting warm out here. Screenshots. If you're communicating with your clients via phone, text, we have a secret group on Facebook. People are posting their results all the time saying, man, this is great. It's changed my life. It saved my business. You really helped us. We take screenshots of those and then we post them. And those are great. Those are very, very powerful. I'm sure you have some communication. Ask your clients if you can use them, and then you can start using them. It's going to give you some good social proof. Okay, and I'm going to show you my website here at the bottom. You'll see a link. So I'll show you exactly how we do all that, what we're actually using today in our business to close big deals in one call. Now, the third one, we start getting into good ones now. Articles, like Forbes, other publications. This starts getting pretty powerful. In the last year, I've been interviewed by Forbes twice, USA Today, Entrepreneur Magazine. Man, the list goes on and on. This starts giving you a lot of credibility. In our next program that we're coming out with here in the next couple months, we are actually helping our clients build the relationships with the same writers we have relationships with so they can start getting published in some of these major publications. That's going to be a huge deal. That's going to be a game changer for many of you. What's nice about this is, of course, it's a third-party validation. People see it, and it adds a lot of credibility. Now, one thing that's really cool, recently, I got interviewed by a couple Ivy League schools, Columbia, Yale. You'll see that on our website as well. Here's what's really cool. I don't want to throw my school under the bus, but I went to a school in Texas that it's so easy to get into. They're like, you got money? We'll take your money. Come on in. And it's almost impossible to get kicked out of. I managed to get kicked out in my first year. Never went back. But you know what? Today, I have colleges like Yale and Columbia coming to us saying, what are you guys doing? We see your results. See, they realize that the standard model for education is broken, right? They are optimizing for a little certificate, for a diploma. You have all these people waiting tables with their degree. Guys, that's pretty much worthless nowadays. Can I get a little more water? She has a degree. She'll help us out. So guys, we optimize for results. That's all we care about. Results. That's it. Okay? Very, very important. So articles. Last thing, this is my favorite. That's going to be client testimonials. Testimonials. We don't do any editing. And this is my first run, by the way. First run. So client testimonials, video client testimonials. Okay. If you're doing things right for your clients, they'll be happy to send them to you. That's another thing we teach our guys how to do. We teach our guys how to collect video testimonials, screenshots, written reviews, and now we're going to teach them how to get articles. So it's pretty powerful stuff. And again, in our website, you're going to see, gosh, 40, 50, just in the last 6 months of clients sending us video testimonials from all the major companies saying, man, you guys are great. Thank you for everything you've done for my business. These are my favorite ones. Okay. So this is one way, guys, to build that certainty to make sure you can close the sale in the one appointment. Now, here's my favorite way. If you master this second method I'm going to show you, you don't need method number one. Number two is you. You got to become an expert. You have to study. Get the knowledge. Knowledge breeds confidence. Okay? And confidence is contagious. So what do I mean by this? Here's one of the things that we noticed. When our agents are starting out, they're nervous, right? They're not sure they know the script very well. They're not sure if you're going to throw a question at them they might not be able to handle. And so they're a little nervous. It's their first time. They're a little scared. That's contagious. Now, people on a conscious level say, man, that makes sense. Yes. But you know what? That uncertainty is contagious. So they're saying, how do I know you're for real? And of course, we have to go to number one. Let me show you some social proof. One of the things that we noticed as our consultants get better and better, they get more confident, people stop asking for social proof because confidence is contagious. Anytime you meet with a prospective client, guys, you want to make sure that you are the smartest guy in the room. You got to make sure that any question they throw at you, any objection, you know you can handle it. And that's what breeds real confidence. And the only way to do that is to become a student. And today, it's easier than ever. We got webinars online courses like this. You can do seminars, workshops, reading. Warren Buffett, one of my favorite businessmen, his company did over 200 billion last year, reads 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. He says, I've slowed down in my old age. I only read about 500 pages a day. Now, I got to confess, I only read about 3 hours a day. So I'm studying about 3 hours a day. I don't even do half of what Warren does. But if you become an expert, hone your craft, be the best at what you do, people will sense that. And things will flip around for you. You'll go from, we've all had this presentation, right? Where people are like, yes, we've heard of your company. Yes, we can afford it. Something in my gut is telling me don't do it, right? We've all had that. It's frustrating. What could I have done differently? Now, when you become an expert, that will flip over for you. You'll have people you'll be meeting with, they'll say, I've never heard of you. I've never heard of your company. We never do anything without sleeping on it. This proposal is more than what we wanted to pay. But you know what, Mr. Advisor? Something in my gut is saying, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. That's when you know that you are arriving. Here's the catch, though. Most people think, okay, now I can stop learning. I can stop growing. Nuh-uh. This is when you double down, press your foot on the gas, and just keep taking it to another level. So guys, this is the absolute best way to build that certainty. And it's going to get rid of the fear. Today, I talk to people on the phone. Within half an hour, 45 minutes, they're handing over multiple 5-figure investments, not questioning anything about what we do. And all it is because of this right here. Every day we're studying. So guys, again, I have a link right here so you can check out our social proof page. I'll give you some free videos that you can take advantage of. Alberto Riehl signing off. We'll see you on the next video.